Good morning. Hi, Rika. Thank you for subscribing. Did you have a question this morning? Thank you for coming early. Hi, Rika. Sir, 5:53 in India right now. Very cool. It is 7:25 in Virginia, USA. I love how we're reaching each other internationally. So what's the question? Let's get to it, yeah? Thanks for subscribing. I'm just gonna turn down the light here a little bit. It's a little early for me. So, any question, or did you just want me to see what Spirit would like to bring to your attention today? Sir, there's a guy named Ajitesh Chiber. Crush. I confess my feelings to her. What are his feelings now? I'm really confused about him. No problem. This is a good question to ask. So, yeah, we can go ahead and take a look at his energy field. And I think once I go ahead and take a look at his energy field, I'll see where his intentions are probably going to lead to. Whether that's going to be something towards something worth developing for him, or if he is starting to close down. And then I'll bring in Spirit guidance for you. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Spirit guides. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's take a look at him. Okay, so this is just a theme for what's happening with him. Heartbreak, disappointment, loss. Okay, these are just themes, all right? But we're gonna take a quick, deeper look just to get a little bit more information here. Okay, so it does look like he has isolated himself a little bit more to himself. He's listening to his own inner compass there. And this also might be an indication that he may be disappointed in others at this time. Okay, but it looks like there's an opening for him to want to feel as though he can have a new perspective on things, feeling as though he can get a little bit more out of his comfort zone. I see that happening. It looks like interaction happening there, okay? But in his mind as well, there is still a little bit of a divide. It feels like some kind of disappointment that he feels that he is still kind of shaking off. Pardon me. So I'm not sure what happened there. And let's see what else is going to happen after this, likely. Okay. So you got to be patient here. He is spending more time by himself. But he's still kind of unsure, okay? Hold on, let me look at I'm a student, okay? He's basically saying he's giving himself a lot of time to wait until things feel okay to him, until things feel like he can come from a more place where his heart feels some sort of resonance in this situation, okay? So I don't see him talking a lot, all right? But oh, hold on. This is interesting. 1 second. Okay. So there's also something here in which, okay, and this is regards to her. Is this in regards to her? Okay. That's promising. Okay. So I do see an opening here where he will feel like his heart is opening up. And he is wanting to engage and bring the best parts of himself outward. And I feel like this has to do with your relationship. And it looks like there is a chance of development here. And it is looking very practical as well. So I feel like this is going to turn into something else. Let me close my eyes and clarify this here. Yeah, I really feel like he's interested in you. It may seem like things aren't going anywhere right now, but it feels like if I'm not correct, I feel like I was just taken into his future self, and it feels like he's waiting for your text. It feels like he's the one waiting for your response from his text. You know, like when you text somebody and you're like waiting and like, like wondering when this person's gonna text. I feel like he's waiting for your text. So this is definitely a symbol for me to tell you that this thing is not over. And you do need to be patient for whatever reason that disappointment is that he has in his mind. Yeah. And when I say practical, I mean practical in regards to you and this in this relationship. It definitely is still developing, but I do like his approach there, and I do what is healthy for the relationship, and that's it. To see what this disappointment was, someone is being a little critical to themselves. I don't know if this is you, or I don't know if this is him. But whoever is being overcritical, they're just like being like, "Oh God, I made a mistake." Like, "Oh, stupid me." So I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's you or if that's him. But let me see what the spirit guidance here is. Yeah, definitely spirit is saying keep this in union, okay? There's no signs of warnings or, a need to separate. It's only signs of continue to work for this, okay? That's for you. Hello, Sunrise. Hello, Danny. All right, cool. We have 3 people in the room right now, so I'm going to go ahead and read for Sunrise, who is a new subscriber. New subscribers, first, please. I don't think I've read for Sunrise, so... hello, good morning, Danny. So Danny, I think I'm going to read for Sunrise. I've never read for them yet, so I'm going to put, I'm going to let them go first, okay? So I'm just working here, okay? So mind you, if I'm not, and I just woke up, so I'm just trying to do my best here. Oh, Sunrise, okay? Let's see. So she has, or they have, a question of what's coming towards me this year. So Spirit is aware of the question you are presenting to them today. I will allow them to say whatever or bring whatever symbols come through here for your brief read. But if something else comes that doesn't seem related to what's coming towards you this year, maybe they're going to talk about your past. I don't know. Please know that that's not under my control. Okay, so let's see it. You're welcome. Just make sure that you subscribe and sustain your subscription, because some people like to subscribe and then unsubscribe. Okay, Sunrise, let's see. Okay, Sunrise. Looks like we're talking about showing stamina, or working on your last reserves, still having your eye on the target, on the finish line. You might be tired, you might be jaded, you might be doubting, but you're still persevering. Okay, so I don't know what that has to deal with. Let's close our eyes. Okay, so they're wanting to talk about with you is money, because I feel like you, I feel like you know that it's important for you. I feel like you know that you want more. I feel like you know you want change. But your attitude towards it is more of like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I guess I should work for it, you know? You know? And so that's just what's coming through. That's the general feeling here that I got. And it looks like, yeah, you've created a kind of a boundary here or a block for, it has to do with your desire. Yeah, and you've kind of created that boundary, that sort of protection, or for whatever reason why you might kind of be a little bit closed off or unwilling here to step out of your beliefs. But I can see that there's the desire in your heart, but you are not bringing up to mind. But what's interesting is actually this desire, I don't know, it probably hurt you a lot in the past, and because I see a little bit of healing there in regards to this desire. And I can still see it still kind of angers you. Okay, so we know what we're talking about now, so I'm going to ask the spirit guides to come through. I can tell this is stressful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I can tell here you went through a loss, and you're grieving still from this loss. And this is why what's holding all of your creativity back, all of your energies back. So you're not feeling excited, you're not feeling courageous, you're not feeling sure, you're not feeling clear. So you're in a healing mode, but what they want me to show you, what's going to be most valuable for me to tell you right now, is that all this grief and all this sadness that you accumulated from what happened in the past, you can expedite all this healing by being more intentional about giving all this sadness back to spirit, giving it back to your heart, giving it back to your self-love, where you can heal it. So that desire which you're healing to, that will heal up quickly, more faster, and this boundary that you've created for yourself will dissipate. And there you go, your heart is going to feel a little bit more like, oh, okay, I can see things a little bit differently now. The growth, first step is just to feel better about this, okay? And to feel a more clear, neutral perspective on you and where you're going in your future. So that's gonna be for you, healing the grief there, okay? You cannot have or create anything really, really good ahead until you take care of the past, and you're still living in the past, and you don't realize that the past is still creating your present and still affecting your potential future. Okay, who's here? Thank you so much, Sunrise, for subscribing. I really appreciate you being here. Hopefully we see each other again. It's not our last interaction. Let's see who's next here. Danny DeVito, are they still here? You're welcome, Sunrise. Hi, good morning. Danny DeVito. Did I read for Anshi before? I just need to see if I'm getting any new subscribers. Okay, we're not getting any new subscribers yet, so we're still reading our returning viewers, and I believe Danny DeVito is next. Pardon me. Okay. Let's do Danny. Hi. Danny. I'm just gonna... Alright, let's close our eyes. Okay, this is weird. Okay, I don't know how to interpret this. I feel like this, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm going to tell you what I felt and heard and saw. So I felt like I was in a house. And I kind of felt like something wasn't right. I felt like I needed to get out of the house or escape from something that was inside the house. But I go to the back door and the back door won't open and I can't escape. And at this point, all I can do is yell for help. And the person I was yelling help for was my mom, who I think was in the house at the time with me. So yeah, so again, I'm in my house. Something doesn't feel right. I don't know what I'm trying to escape from or that I need help, but something feels frantic. And I try to escape, and the back door is locked, and I cannot get out. And all I can do is yell out for help from whoever is with me in the house. So that's what I'm feeling there for Danny. I don't know what that is, but that's supposed to be the general feel. I don't know how you can relate to that. Okay, Anshi, I'm going to try to read for you after Danny, okay? Okay, so this is probably likely to go with what I just saw. And we have the Fool, which represents, in some cases, feeling uninhibited, unrestricted, free, following your heart, spark of creativity, new beginnings. Or this could mean, in some cases, walking towards or approaching some sort of project or person without thinking everything through. So let's see what this is. So whoever energy field I'm reading, they are feeling separated here in the heart area, in which most likely there might be disappointment in other people, into which now they sort of cocoon themselves in and they only want to listen to their own counsel. So they're probably not talking to anybody. Okay, and then I sort of see them step up a little bit into courage, to where they're feeling a little bit more self-empowered, feeling as though they have the capability of changing or trying new things. And I see this happening on an equal. They're basically coming from a place of both heart and head, and this is an indication to me that they're listening to their intuition from Spirit and how they're trying to guide them. So whatever happened in this separation, Spirit is trying to empower them a little bit, just a little bit, okay? But I can see when they step into this first level of empowerment, they're healing something at the same time. So right now, if anything, this person has to spend time alone to sort of process whatever it is that they went through or that they're still healing. Because Spirit is really trying to support them at this time. And it looks like in that process, they're being at the same time very practical, dealing with only things that are very necessary, really trying to make sure that they're going to put all the energies towards a certain project, or thing, to maintain it in their life. And that's what I see there. So when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide them, whoever's energy field this is, there's love there. There's unconditional love that Spirit wants to remind that is there. Okay? And I feel as though if they hear this, whoever this is for, if this is for you or your person, if they hear this guidance and say, hey, I know whatever you're going through is pretty tough, but all you got to do is remember the love there, and things will settle down and play out as they should, in a favorable way for whatever this has to do with. So, does this make sense? I am so sorry. So I'm going to repeat that again. So in his mind, he is more in the position to be more self-servicing to his own wants and needs in comparison to imagining him in this relationship. So he's probably putting himself first before you or the relationship, and to be honest, and it seems like this is his intention. He wants to keep it this way for the long term, okay? And that's probably why you're feeling that way. But he doesn't know that on a subconscious level, his heart is like, it's not there yet. He has some healing to do, because I can tell he hasn't been loving himself enough for him to feel powerful enough to be able to handle another in his life. And it scares him. Okay, but I do see a future here. They're showing me, hey, it's okay, because it just needs time. I'm seeing so much stuff about patience here and the need for patience, because he is healing right now, okay? But I do see him, no, there's something here from the past he needs to heal. He's angry about something. He's angry, okay? He's angry about something. But what last thing, when I ask the guidance here from Spirit for him, yeah, you can ask a question, Manisha. But you just have to subscribe, okay? So the guidance for him. They want him to slow down also. They're in support of, because he's tuning into his intuition right now too, and they're happy about that, because Spirit loves both you and this relationship and him. But Spirit knows that he needs time to heal and figure out how to heal himself, and I feel like it has to do with anger. He's holding anger there. I don't know if it has to do with you, it might. But what Spirit is trying to say is, calm down everybody. Make sure everybody as an individual is okay, because people are not feeling great yet. So you gotta give people time. Okay, so that's it. Hi, Manisha. Okay, we're gonna read Manisha because she's number 228. Thank you so much. Welcome. I'm just gonna do a little clearing here. So if you could all just be a little patient while I do my little prayer. Good morning. It is about to be 8 a.m. here. And Manisha, you can go ahead and get prepared. And if you have a question that you want to put in the chat, you can do that. You don't have to put it in the chat if you don't want to. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Danny. I'm so glad that I'm clear enough to bring the messages through. Appreciate it. Okay. So the question Yes, yes, Danny, you got it right. Retique's current feelings for me. Less contact, perfect. Oh, yay. Let's see. Retique. Current. Thank you. Sorry. Retique. How's everybody this morning? Or this evening? I don't know. Some people are from India. So cool. Retique. Current. Yeah, y'all are lucky you found me early because can you imagine if there's like more than 5 people in this room asking for free readings? I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm still trying to process what's going to happen and how that's going to play out, but it's a little scary. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I mean, Spirit definitely sees that there's friends potential, okay? But let's see, okay? Retique. Okay, so Retique is kind of comfortable for where he's at right now. He also, in regards to this relationship, he's sort of just like there, not really reaching for anything different. I can see he's completely engaged in his own self and his own self-love, which is actually pretty nice to see. I'm not gonna lie, this is nice energy. Listen, he's very spiritual. He's very much connected to spirit. And, okay, there's something here. Okay, so what's happened here and what likely created a rift in the relationship is there's something that angered him. And I don't think he is being honest about that. And that is basically what is holding him back from being able to feel as though he can step out of the current neutral box that he's currently created himself to be in. And in regards to this anger as well, on some level he's also grieving, likely the relationship or the connection. But yeah, he's holding on to this hurt. So he's kind of like shocked about something that you said about him. And I don't know if she's being honest about this, but he's almost like, I can't believe she said that. Or something like that. And that is the memory that has been ingrained in his brain about that, okay? And he's mourning. When I see, spirit guidance, please. So yeah, Spirit's just looking out for him and his goals and what he wants, and Spirit wants him to find his place in the world, in regards to this relationship, what I believe. Let's close our eyes. So I do feel that there is potential here. I really feel like you should just reach out to him. I don't know whether or not that is now or later, but I do feel that his spirit guides do not want this connection to be closed off forever. Because his higher guidance is wanting to receive from you. Okay? So don't be afraid to make the first move to open up that connection once more. So that's for you. Okie doke. And let's do Anshi. How does that sound? I'm gonna get some water. All right. Thanks for everyone for being here. You're so welcome. And I hope this is not going to be our last interaction. Okay. Yay. Finally, we got to see the chat here. Sorry, I'm using this new program, and it's not the easiest thing to use. Oh, sorry. All right. Not sure. Okay. So, Anshi's here, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. Anshi. All right, I have this like sort of oracle deck that I want to utilize for the first time. I'm still learning the language and the symbology of it. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to give you a very long description of what the oracle card means, but I mean there's just a few words listed on the card. We're going to see how it might help, add to the meaning of your readings, okay? So Anshi. So again, you can ask a question, you don't have to. But other than that, you begin. Sorry. Anchi. So I'll pick an oracle card here. And maybe a tarot card too. Okay, so for Anchi, I just want to know, is there any kind of connection between me and Manjit Katoch, my friend but separated? Sorry. Okay, so we'll let Spirit go ahead and answer this for us. Ooh! We have the farther gate, bold step forward. Very cool. All right, so that's our our oracle card. I'm gonna sneeze. You're welcome. And let's go ahead and pick a tarot card too to go with this oracle. Cool. I like this. I'm sorry, I've never used oracle cards for readings before, but seeing these new images, it's bringing some fresh card too. I'm sorry, I keep coughing. Okay. Okay, yes. Oh, wonderful. Look at that. Look how all these really good cards we're getting. Strength that deals with, being able to take control of your inner demons that maybe once in the past were making you crazy or not feeling well, and just dealing things very with calm, right? So it's really connection to the heart is what this has to deal with. So pretty good omens to start off with, and let's go ahead and see. I just want to know, is there any kind of connection between me and Manjit? All right, so in this particular case, I can look at your collective, both you and Anjit, is that what is it? Manjit's energy field together, or I can just look at him. Let me see which ones. If you want to tell me which one you want to look at, or we can look at yours and then bring in the spirit guidance. Let's look at his. Okay, let's look at Manjit. Okay, so Manjit, yeah, he's kind of separated there a little bit, especially in his mind. He has he's holding a bit of anger. For some reason, when the thought of you, when it comes to mind, he gets a little bit angry. So, I don't know if you know what that might have to do with. Oh. He's mad at you. He's angry at you. There's a part of him that wants to, like, bring up to your attention and, like, be like, you did this, you did that. I don't know how, and I feel like he's maybe said a few of this before. Maybe he's like tried to make you feel bad about what he feels you didn't do or something, but he's trying to make you feel bad. But it doesn't look like he's like letting go of this. He has more to say. And yeah, he's not very happy here. Let's see. Okay. I feel like he went through something in which I don't know what it was. All I know is that he felt alone. And that maybe you didn't understand him enough. Or didn't take the time to show that you cared. Something like this. But he felt like he was alone. But when I'm hearing him say this, I hear another part of himself, and I feel like this is his higher self, telling him, hey, you should have shared more. You should have given more details. You should have been more vulnerable. Does this make sense? And when I ask Spirit where they're trying to guide him, he has to realize that he's created a boundary in his heart. Okay? He has a process to go through before he even starts to open up here. Because he has to heal that protection that he put over his heart, and that's not going to help him. Next. And maybe it's like that he felt alone. And there's something here, yeah, he has to go through a huge process here. There's something that he needs to grieve. There's something he needs to feel sorry for. Let me see what that is. He needs to basically feel at a loss that he has closed himself off from this. And I don't think he's given himself that opportunity to feel and to sad about the value that of what has been lost, or the opportunity has been lost, or the time that has been lost within this relationship. So I really feel like, especially with this bold step forward and the strength card coming through, you have the power to reach out to him with the power of your heart in order to help him heal. And it feels like it's not going to be easy, but you have to, if you want this connection to open back up and to help him heal, key phrase here, help him heal, you've got to be super sensitive and super patient for how he may react when you are trying to talk to him again. Because I feel like you're going to reach out to him, but you have to be super sensitive, and he may not act in the perfect, open way. He's going to have some anger and some guilt that he's going to want to give to you, and it's not going to feel good, but you must be ready to come with a heart of gold to be able to receive that. If you want to be able to lead this relationship and connection back into the light, which I see Spirit is wanting to lead you to. If that happens, if he closes down, it's unfortunately, it's really how in tune he is to his own intuition. But I can see at the very least, I'm going to look at the connection altogether and see if this connection is being blessed by spirit as a romantic connection. But I can see spirit just at least wants him to heal. You understand? Let me see the connection. Okay, let me see. Ooh. Yeah, this connection is in grief right now. And it's in hopelessness, especially in the heart. Oh, God, sorry. Where are you, where are you leading this connection to, spirit? Ooh. What I'm getting is that whatever connection you had with this person before, because I felt like it was at a romantic thingy, you've got to grieve that. In the heart area, I'm getting that you've got to kind of start over from scratch. But that requires you seeing the past situation as hopeless. That cannot be renewed, that cannot be fixed, that cannot be mended, okay? It can be healed, and then once that's healed, then you start new again, okay? And that usually indicates something from very slow development from a friendship. It's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to jump so quickly to a romantic connection with feeling and unconditional love there. It's got to start off slow, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. Is there potential here for romance? Ooh. And there is. But again, work on the self, both of you. That's for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. It seems like a tough situation, but spirit sees the potential in there, you know. Yeah. Was that helpful? Who else is here? I also don't want to jump quickly, but he has turned up, so I know. It seems like a lot went 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 down there. I don't know what's his deal. Like, if I look at his energy field, there's probably more to it, okay? But I'm just looking at your connection here and the possibility of things becoming unified. And the sense that I'm getting is that it's going to take quite a bit of work to do that. So, again, Spirit's not saying there's no hope here, but also they're saying it's going to take a lot of work. So, and you probably already know that. You're welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of fish in the sea. But I'm going to get some more water. Good morning, good evening to everybody. Anubhav, yeah, you can ask. So I'm starting my desk job in about 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to try to answer whomever before that time. Before that time comes upon us. So, thank you to our 2 new subscribers. Really appreciate that. Doctor! Hope you're getting lots of subscribers. It's going slow, but that's the name of the game. Manifesting for you to be the #1 trending. What? Oh, wow. Thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you so much, Doctor. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you. If there's anything that you'd like me to heal, will me and Kushi get married in the future? Okay, no problem. And Doctor, please don't be afraid to let me know you want a reading, because I know you like to view and aren't as assertive with your questions or curiosities, but please don't be shy. Okay. And thank you so much once again. That really means a lot to me. Slow and steady wins the race. You got this, nothing. Your presence. Oh my God. Thanks, but it's really the presence of spirit, really, truly. It's all them. I can't take all the credit, so. But thank you. Okay. So, I'm going to try to read for Dr. Sahal after Anubhav. So, Doctor, if you want to stick around. Let's do Anubhav. Will me and Kushi get married in the future? We're both of your sons. Okay, let's see the connection. Let's look at the connection between you and Kushi, and then we'll bring in the spirit guidance of whether or not they approve, or whatever guidance comes through. I don't know. Let's see. Almost dropped my cards there. Okay, let's look at the connection. Okay, so I'm not sure how to interpret this card with regards to the question. So this usually means with cunningness, being objective in your thinking. This could be trying to reach or complete a goal, but it's almost like trying to find shortcuts, but in a smart way. Okay, so let me see the connection. Okay, there's love. You have unconditional love here. Very nice. And yeah, that's what I thought. Whoever is leading this relationship in the future. Oh, hold on. It's like you guys were like really, really good, and your heart was definitely keeping up with the race there. It was almost at unconditional love, but it was more on trying to be practical and how am I going to, get this relationship to be in the most successful place possible. So it's gonna support my stability and my security and how I feel about myself and what I can do in the world, right? But then it drops. Not too bad, But somebody, and I feel like they're actually being led by spirit to humble themselves a little bit, because there's still things to either discover about each other and to adapt to one another. Sorry, my phone is on alarm. One second. So whoever that is, they have the right idea of thinking, okay, hold on. There's still a little bit of work here to do, but you're still in a self-empowered place. Okay? So it looks like likely people are still wanting to focus a little bit on themselves, and that is totally understandable. Listen though, here we go. Okay, so there's desire here. And this desire it feels like this desire, it's pretty strong to the point where it's like somebody's about to get mad if they don't have it, but they're pretty good at like making sure they don't like go that far. Sorry. Okay. So when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide you, but I can tell I really like this connection. I feel like I don't need to know if Spirit approves, because it's already here. Okay, there's grief here, okay? So I feel like people are wanting things too fast, too quickly, and they have the idea of what they want for themselves, and they want it now. Again, they're telling you to be patient here and to focus, whoever this is who's wanting too much too fast, to sort of let go of that intensity, of that feeling of success, of related to how you want this relationship to actually be. Does that make sense? Let go a little bit. It's okay to be sad that it's not happening right now. And when you focus on that feeling of being sad that you don't have exactly what it is you have right now, you will be able to calm yourself really quick and likely save yourself from acting irrationally or too much or not enough. Okay, so that's for you. Patience is a virtue. Does that make sense? Let me close my eyes once for Anubhav here. So yeah, somebody wants control now. You know, and then when they figure out they don't have it, it just turns into sadness. So it's really all about you, Anubhav. It's really all about you. Don't give your power away, and don't determine whether or not a marriage is there to say whether or not you are well or complete. But let me just give you one last thing here. If they tell me it's okay, they just want you to be peaceful in the mind here, Anubhav. You're a spiritual person and you know this. And you have unconditional love, and that's all you need to worry about. That's it. Unconditional love. That's there. Okay? Perfect. Okay, Dr. Sahal, I believe you may be the last person I read. I hope you're still here. Doctor. And am I saying it right? Sahal? And you're so welcome, Anubuv. Doctor. I don't want a reading. Okay, no worries. Perfect. I would rather ask you for advice today on a good mental diet and manifestation. Okay, I don't want to read today. Sejal. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I would rather ask you for advice today on good mental diet and manifestation. Is that what you're... Wait, you don't want a reading, or you do want a reading on good mental diet and manifestation? See, when you all have nice, kind things to say to the reader, this is what happens. It would be my pleasure. Okay, so you do want. So here we go, Dr. Sejal. Okay, mental diet and manifestation. So here we go. Yeah, it's always tips. But if you're asking me to do a job for you, it is a reading still, so there's no way you can escape that. Okay, we're trying out our oracle cards here for the first time, so let's see what's coming through. Ooh! Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah! Look what you got. The Lost Compass. What does it say? Getting back to integrity. That is cool. Awesome. Looks like you're going on the right start. And we're gonna break. I think I might be reading Dr. Sahal. He may be Sejal, sorry, maybe my last victim here, because I had to start my 9-to-5 job in about 15. So whether or not I want to give myself time before I start that job, I'm still deciding, but we'll see. But technically, yes, there is a line. Okay, let's see what tarot card is coming through here for you, Doctor. Oh, nice. This is telling me you've healed and you've realized and sort of revved up your own healing energies within you. And now you are likely someone who is able to deal with difficult situations with perseverance and patience. So, let's see what the tips here for you today is. Very nice. Oh, very nice. You have unconditional love in your heart with whatever this has to deal with. Very, very nice. And that, okay. Yes, absolutely. That is feeding into your willingness to grow. Okay. But, okay. I can see that you're your heart is in the perfect place. Your mind isn't in the best level of manifestation in order for you to be completely focused and to be completely confident in knowing like how much you can actually bring. So I'm going to tell you what the pattern here is that you can start clearing, or whatever direction they tell me to tell you, so that you can jumpstart your creative energies even more so. So you're still, I remember I read you the other day, so you're still kind of holding that shame pattern. Okay, it's not as strong as it was last time, but you're also holding some guilt as well. So again, this is mostly in your heart, and I can see you've been moving it around a little bit, so there's more movement there. It's moving, but it's still there. So okay, how are you guiding him? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, you have been taking the advice from me. So what they want you to do, again, we talked about this last time, you have these patterns of guilt and shame. Again, guilt is an emotion in which you may have not completely been able to forgive yourself of things that you felt you were at fault for, but you had a little bit of that, but it's mostly shame, okay? And shame is basically you telling yourself or feeling that you are not good enough or anything along those lines. This is mostly in your heart, and that's where Spirit wants you to continue working towards. So even though I see that you have all this unconditional love in your heart, and it's making you feel so great, it's making you feel like you found your place in the world and you want to continue to feed that, that's telling me you're a little bit a step ahead, too far. So come back to yourself again. And if you want to be like unstoppable this time without going back to your drawing board and feel like, okay, I'm getting work done. Yeah. Focus on this feeling of shame in your heart area, mostly. Not in your mind, but in your heart. And then once you feel it, send it back to Spirit. And I feel like this is a slow process for you because the energy was moving so slow. And I'm just going to close my eyes to get us a little bit more information there. Okay, so yeah, it's just a basically general feeling of you disappointment in your own work. What I saw was basically you, and you can imagine this energy to like help you tune into that shame because you really need to feel it on a heart level. What I saw was like a teacher, and he had all this work on the blackboard, like all this work. And then he looked at his work and he was like, oh God, like I don't like it. So he took the eraser and he just erased everything. And I'm like, no, like all that like good information, you know what I mean? So that's how the energy was coming through. And that's basically what you're holding. So take that and just give it back to your heart or to Spirit. And again, just continue to do that and you'll be fine. One last thing. Yeah, yes. And once you do that, you are literally going to feel, what is it? Your plan to grow your love for the world will naturally emerge. And you will see, you'll just have complete dedication to you and your goals. That's for you. So work on feeling the shame and a little bit of the guilt there in your heart where it sits. Feel it and then let it go. Give it back to Spirit. Okay? And that is how Spirit is wanting you to heal. Okay, okay, everyone. I think I'm going to take a break now. I'm gonna get ready for work. So, I'm so glad that I've been able to help. Spirit's been able to help. We've been able to help. That's what they're here for. Okay? Thank you so much for supporting the channel once again. And yeah, I hope to... Hey, listen, V, are you... Okay, maybe I'll read for... If V is that new subscriber that I got this morning, yeah, I'll read for you, okay? So is that you, V, or someone else? Yes, I do. I will definitely work on it. Sit with it. I want to open a health and welfare trust to provide medicines and treatment for the poor. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah, thank you. They're your spirits. They're your spirits just as much as they're mine. Thank you so much for sharing. That means a lot. Just to know that touches me a lot. Come back for more, okay? When I know that people are fighting to create or contribute to a good cause, my heart only opens up more so. So thank you so much for sharing. And we'll talk later, you know? It's... Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go now. Get ready for my job, but maybe I'll be live later on today. Okay? Okay, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. And we will talk later. Thank you, spirits. Bye-bye.